So today, on this very special edition of Guitar Stuff with John, Dr. Coote and I are going to install this K&K pickup in this mandolin. And we're going to use the highest technology that's available because Chris has it, right? So
mustard.
Just take a look at what we're going to use. The first piece of equipment we'll be using today is this giant MF 10,000 Insanity drill machine, because you have to put a hole in the mandolin to get the end jack, and we got the drill bit right here. No! And then we're going to take this 9 million kilowatt buffer wheel and smooth out the tone of the pickup. And then we'll move over here to Grinchley grinder face, where we can then manipulate with fine tool action the height of string, all of those things. And then over here, we use this hydraulic press to squeeze the tone.
No. No. No.
Guitar Stuff with John!
Welcome to another special edition of Guitar Stuff with John. And I'm here with brother Chris Coote, and we're going to be addressing something that we've had lots of questions over the years about. Well, we've done a K&K guitar install.
Tons.
But K&K does everything. So today, we're going to install a K&K Mandolin Twin internal sensor system. And yeah, so let's get to it. It's easy.
It's pretty much like the guitar pickup, except you don't have as much dexterity to get inside the mandolin.
Yeah.
So it's the same essential thing as a pure mini, except it's only got two sensors.
Yep.
They're a little different size and shape, and a standard endpin jack.
But we don't have the benefit of a big sound hole.
Right.
That's the problem.
So it's kind of any way you can fit everything in and MacGyver through the mandolin.
Yeah.
So I've already put a hole in for the endpin jack.
Yep.
Off camera. And
Now here's a question.
yeah.
When you did that, did you have to remove any of this metal?
Yes.
The step drill bit took that out too.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Took both the wood from the end block and the metal. And you just have to go really slow and super careful.
Right.
And I didn't even have to bring the tension down off
No,
the
probably not a good
mandolin.
idea anyway.
Well, you don't. I didn't want to mess with the
No,
tailpiece.
no.
So
Wicked.
yeah. So each pickup has to go on the inside of the F-holes in the center. So once we get this cabinet jack installed, which we're going to fish through with a piece of wire, then we can go and manipulate one of these things over to the other F-hole.
Right.
It's kind of like pool, except you're playing inside the table.
Yes.
With a hooked cue.
After 12 beers.
Right. So we'll do that. Can you just assist me by holding that up?
We're going to use gravity to keep all the washers and
Bits in.
bits on the end of that
Yeah.
jack. And look
And
at that.
there's the end of the jack.
Comes right through.
All right.
All right.
So now, just so we don't lose stuff, we'll just tape these sensors there. And now we can loose this wire, and we can put the hardware on our jack, and hopefully we don't lose our jack. Let's do this the easy way. There.
Now here's the weird part. Trying to get everything on there without pushing that jack back inside the mandolin. You gotta have steady hands, just like Mr. Coote.
Oh, steady Eddie.
Steady Eddie. Steady Eddie Vedder. It's kind of like surgery. Now we're just going to test fit this. A mistake that a lot of people make with these is they don't set the right depth of the jack. And they have problems with their 1/4 inch cables.
Yeah, that
You've got to
be
have,
proud.
yeah, the center has to be proud.
Yeah.
So by the time I tighten this down fully, you want to see a little bit of this thread here sticking out proud of the cap.
Yep.
So that your 1/4 inch connector can.
Because it's always the molding at the base of the 1/4 inch plug that gets hung up on this. So your plug doesn't go all the way in. Or it goes in kind of skewed, and then you get bad connection and blah, blah, blah.
What I usually do is I use this pick and I keep this jack straight, and then I come around it with this little tiny crescent wrench. And that way I can hold the jack and still tighten this up without the jack spinning on me.
And that's what the hole's for.
Yeah, that's what the hole's for. Yeah. Now let's just give that a little spin on there again. Where's that putting us?
Not too proud.
No, we'll just
Here
give
comes
it
some
one
more.
more little.
Yep.
Yep. It's kind of all about the details with this. I think that'll be about right. There. Perfect.
There you go.
Yep.
Sweet.
See those?
Yeah.
Do you know what those are good for?
No.
So that you don't gash up this jack, but you
Oh.
want this piece on nice and tight. So you put a cloth over it and you give it a little turn with that.
It's never coming off.
Not without those again.
No.
And I didn't gash it all up.
Yep. Because nothing undoes one of those things faster than the leather of your strap.
Yeah.
Gripping it
Yeah, for sure.
and just doing this, and it'll take one of those off in a heartbeat.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can have the pleasure of fishing one of these pickups.
Want to talk about their adhesive
Yeah, while I'm fishing it over, why don't you give them the lowdown with this double-sided tape?
So what's going to happen, as opposed to the regular K&K, which is done with in a guitar with 3 sensors and just crazy glue gel, what we're going to do is use this double-sided tape. We're putting 2 pieces on each sensor, and then there's an addendum to the installation directions that says, as well as the tape, when you put these in, you put a single drop of crazy glue right on the tape. So it ensures that you've got complete connection and the sensors can adhere to any curvature that's in the top of the mandolin, that's why the sensors are bigger, because they have to bend.
More surface area.
Yeah, they have to bend a little bit. They have to flex. So the regular little pea-sized sensors that come in the guitar version, they're on a flat surface, your bridge plate, right? These are not. These are sitting on a carved surface in there that's concave. So that's why. I've been trying to figure that out, why they made such a fairly dire installation change between the 2 instruments, but that's what's causing it. So,
well, the top of the guitar that when you're gluing to the bottom of the bridge plate, that's all flat.
yeah,
This is all curved.
that's what.
I think it's because the mandolin's curved.
Good talk, team.
Yeah, you know what else could cause it?
What?
The top could be curved.
Yeah. That could definitely cause it.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see your genius at work.
Without destroying this poor mandolin.
This actually should be a bit easier than a guitar because your contact point is only about 1 inch inside.
Yeah, so they want
Right.
you, they give you a handy tool for installation.
Really, there's a tool.
They give you a bent nail.
No.
No expense was spared in the tooling.
Are you
for this
kidding me?
install.
That's in the box?
Yeah, that's a double-headed nail.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
And once we prepare the pickup, we're going to put the pickup on the end of this nail
With putty.
with
Let's see
putty.
that nail.
There's the nail right there. It's a double-headed nail that they've bent.
Jeez.
It's very
Yeah.
fancy.
It's a very important jig
I'd
called
say
a bent nail.
a bent nail. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put the non-stick on here. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that.
Beautiful thing about these pickups too is they got no battery. No battery, no preamp. They're hot as hell. And once they're in, there's no more maintenance to be done. Nothing's going to come loose. If there's structural changes to the mandolin, it still doesn't affect the pickup. Like, it's crazy.
It's
You
done.
can change your action
Yeah.
up and down. Doesn't affect the pickup. Nothing. It's it becomes part of the instrument virtually.
So I think that, yeah, that's how we're going to do that. That's how we're going to do that. This stuff is very goopy. Could you pull me off a little piece of tape? Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
My neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor? And another one, please. Oh. Hark.
Who falls?
Hark. Someone appears to be summoning us. We'll just ignore them. All right. In any install, cleanliness is right next to failure.
That's right.
So I'm just using a little solvent here to take any oils from touching these off so we get a nice sticky surface. There. Now, we want to trace around that, so I guess I need something else again. Now, this is the time when I don the cool shades.
Mm. That's really thin double-sided tape, isn't it?
It sure is.
I've never seen anything like that, actually. That's crazy.
Look at that. So there's the first layer of double-sided tape.
Mm-hmm.
So now they want us to do that all over again.
Apparently, this has a lot of effect on the
Tonal.
tonal qualities.
Yeah, they're using this double-sided tape, I'm guessing, to not only stick this into place.
The adhesive is clear.
Yeah, the adhesive is clear.
Wow.
And the brown wax paper is the backing.
Wow.
But in this case, they're obviously using it to disconnect the pickup a little bit from the actual wood of the guitar,
Yeah. Of the mandolin.
of the mandolin.
Yeah, mandolins tend to be fairly aggressive in the mids.
Yeah. Yeah, they have their properties, for certain. Okay. That's number 2. How did we do?
It's a success.
Okay. So there's 2 layers of double-sided tape. It sticks to your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we've got some putty over here. So we'll just put that there.
So you don't take off the last layer until you get
Not
this in
until
place.
I'm all set and ready.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is the instructions. And Ginger might want to take a shot of this. This is looking inside from the back of the mandolin towards the top.
Yeah, right beside the F-hole points.
Right beside the F-hole points, right in the center.
It's
so
pretty easy.
So it's essentially right under either side of the
Yeah.
the bridge. Right?
The leading edge of it is right against the notch in the F-hole.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It is. I thought it would be much deeper inside the mandolin than that. I thought it would be back under the bridge. I should know. I have 2 mandolins with these pickups installed, but I bought them that way, right?
Yeah.
Eastman uses these in everything.
Okay. So I'm just going to put a...
Good thing about this A style, I'm pretty sure it has a tone bar. So these braces won't actually be there in this mandolin. It'll be there's a bar going right up the middle.
It has a tone slab right
Tone slab right in the middle of it. Yeah.
All right. So we'll use the good old cyano here to glue this thing in. So that should be about it. Right there. And it's going to end up going in.
You got to practice putting it in a couple
right
times.
there. Yeah, you just got to make sure you're going to hit the right spot there. Now I already took a mirror to this last night, and I made sure there was no bracing in the way, no weird stuff that I was going to hit.
Was I right about the tone bar? Is there a single bar through the middle?
No.
Well, that's a good sign.
Are we set?
I guess so.
There's no time like the present then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to lift this backing paper off this second layer. Like so. And we'll put
Nice healthy drop.
a dollop in the middle. Okay. And there we go. Just like that.
So that nail actually does a good job of holding it.
It does. It's the perfect size tool.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now we wait.
Yes. All right, so basically we cut forward to the second sensor installation, repeated everything we did on one side on the other. Chris is now ready with the 2 pieces of tape, and he's removing the backing right now. He's got the sensor puttied to the bent nail, the K&K tool of choice.
Mm-hmm.
And drop a super glue, and in that goes.
In she
Exactly
goes.
the same exact process as the other one. Nerves of steel.
Make sure to smear super glue all over the top finish of the instrument.
Yes.
And in it goes.
It's basically upward pressure holding that sensor on the top.
Yep.
Initially, until it gets a little stuck, you put your finger in.
So I'm going to take this bent pair of hemostats
Yes.
to hold the end of the pickup so I can remove the nail and the putty.
Yep.
And once I do that, then I'm actually going to take my pinky
Yep.
and get under there to get some more pressure, even pressure on it.
Yeah. Make it adhere to the curvature of the top, if there is any curvature.
Exactly.
There might be some curvature.
There's probably curvature.
I think there is curvature.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Curvature. I still think you should let me use that hammer.
Well,
The hammer's cool. It had a big gold in on it.
some people are just not, to me, meant to be left alone
Well, you know,
with tools of any kind.
I can do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Stick to playing.
Okay.
How about that?
I'll just play the guitar.
Did you want me to get out the confetti scissors again?
No.
Okay.
I found those too interesting.
Yeah,
It was an hour before you could pull me away from those.
that's the only tool that you should be
Probably.
cut loose with.
I agree.
Know your skills.
Be aware of your skill set.
Yeah.
Just so happens we have the perfect amplifier up at the studio to test this after.
What's that?
The Fishman.
Yeah.
That's what I use in my mandolin. Put my mandolins through the Fishman. Works like a charm.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Nice glasses.
Thanks. Do you like my old man glasses? I think the people that I do the work for appreciate me wearing them.
Yes. Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
as foolish as it looks.
Yeah. You end up with the pickup glued to the end of your face.
Yeah. It helps with not messing it all up.
And that's it. That's the end of it.
Well, we got to put the pick guard back in,
Oh, that's nothing.
and then we need to try her out.
That's nothing either.
Yeah.
But it's done.
It is essentially done.
It's quite amazing
Wasn't
how simple
that easy?
it is. No battery, no muss, no fuss. Boom. Bob's your uncle. You got an electric Mando. Didn't even knock it out of tune. There it is.
We have to play a little bit. Hang on, wait.
He's going to have to play it in the studio anyway.
Yeah, but
After all of that rigmarole,
Yep.
still it works. It's a good sound on Mandolin. Look at my endpin, baby.
Right up the old end pin.
So here we are back at the casa after leaving the coot shop, and we got the Fender with the K&K system installed. It's plugged into my Fender.
Fishman.
My Fishman.
Start over again.
No, I don't. I make mistakes like that all the time.
Yeah?
It's in my Fishman, and
Bring
The
up the old
EQ.
Fishman.
the EQ is flat bass, about two marks down on mid and 2 marks down on treble, short left of noon. So the carve for this instrument isn't very much at all, and it sounds like so.
Nice.
Like, it's awesome. It sounds, I said to Chris, it's amazing that these pickups always sound exactly like the instrument. So that's about what the instrument sounds like acoustically.
I would
So-
love to hear that coming at me to a soundboard at any gig. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be worried about the Mando taking off or anything.
And I'm barely pushing the volume.
Yeah.
Like, the volume's only on about 3, 2.5, right? So it's hotter than hell. And with that kind of a simple 3-band EQ, you should never have any problem
Nope.
with this system in any mandolin. All of my mandolins have the same system. And yeah, so good job, Coot.
Yeah. This is a good
Well
one.
done. It actually somehow seemed easier than the guitar install, some way.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
little, it's the same, just
You can reach it
Different.
right from there, and
Yeah.
the little bent nail and the
a little pinky. Yeah.
yeah.
Just another day in the office.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next edition of Special Edition, Ultra Edition, Coot and JP
Mess
Doing-
things up.
doing things
Stuff.
with stuff.
How's
And,
your knee?
well, Dr. Morse, it's cooling off a bit now.
Okay.
See you next time.